let's face it, sometimes as engineers we find ourselves in a situation that you are forced to work with surveyed data, and as soon as a surveyor comes from the field, he brings to you field coordinates that is in latitude and longitude. And as we all know is that if, let's say, you want to measure distance between 2 points or to find chainage in your pipeline or in any structure, you will need to convert latitude and longitude into UTM, into Eastings and Northings, so to say. But for as long as you have your data in latitude and longitude, it's not very easy to work with them. I mean, in many engineering aspects, especially in water or in irrigation. In that case, I prepared this simple video just to teach you or to share my knowledge on how to convert latitude and longitude into UTM. As we all know is that we have several approaches to go around this. You can use SAFA, you can even go and use Excel, Microsoft Excel templates, which are available freely online. But today I'm not going to use either of them. Today I'm going to use QGIS. Of course, it is a software, it is a free and open source GIS software. So we are going to use it, and we'll go step by step, try to see how can we use QGIS to convert data from latitude and longitude into UTM or Eastings and Northings. So that being said, so this is the data that we have. As we can see is that it is in latitude and longitude, and our main objective is to convert this data into Eastings and Northings. I mean, to convert this data into UTM. So as I have said, is that we are going to use QGIS. And if you don't have it, please go and download it. It is free. It is available freely on the internet. Just Google QGIS and you will find it freely. So this is the data that we have. The first step that we need to do is to convert this Excel sheet from XLSX into CSV, delimited. We convert it so as it will be to make it easier to import it into QGIS. So we go it and we save our data as selected, delimited. Just save it in the desktop, or you can even choose the other directory that you wish or that you prefer. Delimited. Okay, select it. Sample data. I will call it sample data 1. Of course, you can name it the way you want. Nope. Cancel. So this is the data that we want to import into Excel, into QGIS, so to say. So from here, first, if you installed it, you can find it in this folder, QGIS 3.1. Of course, it depends on your version, but the pro tip here is that go and download the QGIS with long-term release or long-term support. It is very stable compared to the latest one. So just go and open this one. Okay, QGIS desktop. Open that one, then we go to it will bring you into this window. Just click new. So from here, what we need to do is to just go and press this, or you can even if it is not here, you can just click Control Shift T in Windows. If you use Mac, you can just click Command Shift and T. So we are going to use this one. So we need to import our data. So look at the desktop at my directory. So it was this one. Just open. Yeah, it is delimited. As you can see, is that our X field is longitude and Y field is latitude. So the software go and sense and capture the columns from our Excel as you can see here, the sample, we have latitude, longitude, and altitude, which exactly here. Okay, so from that one, what we need to do is to check geometry, or to check the coordinate system. Of course, it is the WGS 84. So from that one, we can just click add, close. So this is what we have, and we need to convert these coordinates into UTM. So from here, I can just click export as feature. Of course, export as feature. Just give it a name. For my case, I'll go and save it in sample data. I'll call it sample data. Let's say 2. Of course, this one will be converted data. Save. But the first important thing is that you need to look at the format. Make sure that it is in comma delimited value. By default, it is geo package. Just put it comma delimited value, CSV. The next one, we need to choose our preferred coordinate system. For that case, we can use UTM, Ultra Transverse Mercator. So from here, if your zone is not here, you can just click UTM. QGIS will bring you several options. So depending on your location, you can choose here. As per your preference, you can choose here. Okay, so for me, I use 37S. That's where I am located right now. Just click OK. So just choose zone corresponding to you where you are located. So for me, it is 37S. Okay, and the other important stuff is geometry. By default, is default. Then you just go and pick XY. You can even pick YZ or XYZ. I will go with XY. So from that, I think we are good to go. Just to remind you, format, please put CSV. Choose your file name and your preferred coordinate system. After that, geometry, just select XY or XY. You can just choose XY or YX, the same. So from that, it's done. Just go and click OK. So our data is ready. So for me, I save them in the desktop. So I'll go and open read only. Yeah, so as you can see here, we have our data. Okay, so XY, latitude and the longitude. Okay, so latitude and longitude we are not going to use, so I'm going to delete. Okay, I'm going to delete. So I will remain with XY, which is Northings and Eastings for that case. Altitude, I'll just keep it the same because we didn't change anything in altitude column. So we have X and Y. This is data that we want. So that being said, that is a very simple and effective way to convert latitude into longitude. So up to here, I have my latitude and longitude data, and at the same time I have the same data converted into X and Y, or into Northings and Eastings. Okay, Northings and Eastings. So from this point I can even go further and find distance and all. That's it. I would like to say thanks, and I'll see you in the next one.